What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kiss and then walk again, talk, talk, kiss and then talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, madam and mademoiselles, welcome to another rendition of Thursday Night Haunters Anonymous. As always, thank God James is at the helm. Clickety clacking.
Happy Thursday. All right. Good times.
Happy Thursday. Hey, Keith. Oh, good. You're here right on time. Right
Sculpting, but
on
listening.
Clern time. Very cool. What you sculpting?
Probably a damn clown thing.
Goddamn clowns.
I don't know. I unsubscribed from him.
I sent Scurryface a suggestion that they should follow.
They should follow our show.
A portrait of a cat. Oh, cool.
Nice. Is it a clown cat or just a cat?
It's a Clern cat. a Clern Kurt. So what is it? A 3-dimensional portrait? Kind of like a pop-out portrait you're doing like a sculpt for? A sculpt of? And hello to everybody else that may or may not be here. Be sure to like or dislike the stream. It is up to you. Oh, a Sphinx kitty magnet. Sweet. We won't make you answer too much stuff because we know you're busy. But you're always welcome to jump in. Hell, if we knew you were sculpting, we'd have just told you to turn your camera on and we'd let you have the show.
Right?
What's up, Sean? How you doing, buddy? They are the terrifying, ugliest cat I could find. Must be
Did you get
sculpting with his toes.
Yeah, did you get my tag earlier, Keith? I tagged cobwebs and candlesticks in the post, and I just want to make sure it went through properly.
Let's see what's going on while we wait for some of the regulars. Not really a lot to report. It's hot. It's hot. People won't have money probably to go to haunted attractions this year, but
It wasn't anything important. It was just your sponsorship notification. So posted it on there. I got the thing for the after the end of the stream, and it's on the website now as well.
ta-da.
Happy Halloween season, also. I mean, full swing
Happy
Halloween season
Halloween.
anyway.
Yeah. Hopefully everybody had a fantastic and safe 4th of July.
I have all my fingers, so
but-
that's a bonus.
Oh, there you go. For those of you who followed the whole Marine Max across the street with the metal building thing, that know about it, I now know that the metal building basically amplifies fireworks sounds by about the factor of 10. No complaints, quite honestly. It was kind of neat. I just thought like people were shooting them directly into my house. Hey, Josh, what's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Oh, Josh, what's up, man? Sorry, that was exciting. I hadn't seen Josh in forever.
Yeah, busy man. How's everything going on your end of the world with Halloween?
We got some stuff to talk about, Josh. We got to get you guys to Florida next May for the Home Haunter Convention.
Yeah, so you and Vic can be the only two vendors.
Vic's gonna take up like 2/3 of the fucking floor anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much true. Josh said we did Fan Expo this weekend. How was it? How did it go?
Oh, and speaking of the website for us, I did add a contact us. So if there is any issues, you can actually email us. I don't know why I didn't do that before. I just overlooked it, I guess.
Wow.
I thought it was on there and it wasn't. So I went ahead and did it today and got it posted. So there is now. If you have any issues with doing whatever, if you want to be a sponsor or if you want to be a vendor and you're having a problem, just go to the contact form and email us and I can get back to you with it. Sorry, meant to tell you that before the stream started, but I got here kind of late, so.
No, it's all good. Now I know, and now everybody knows. There you go. I think it's cool. Oh, I was going to tell you before the show too. It's funny. I'm not ignoring you and Mark on the Secret Squirrel chat. I've just been ultra mega busy, and I've been trying to catch up with it, but I could not much to say. So I was like, oh, this is funny. Josh is busy as hell, but low on sales. Made good connections though. Piggybacked on our Star Trek Club's booth. Very cool. We are now the largest Starfleet chapter in the world. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that a little bit last week too, as far as sales going this year. I think it's going to be a pretty rough year for a lot of vendors, as far as sales go. Considering you don't have like $50,000 props or anything, you guys might actually get a little bit more business the closer you get because you're a little more accessible as opposed to like the way larger prop companies that sell stuff for just obscene amounts of money. So people might be going to the smaller vendor this year. So who knows?
Yeah,
But
high quality at a decent affordable price, I think, is going to definitely win out this year. Sean, I know that James is working on that,
Yeah,
and I know you've asked a few times, and I feel bad that we like literally.
yeah.
It's
It's
like
really hard to like nail those things down this early, but we are working on it. As a matter of fact, this coming week, I think we're gonna start our advertising. Maybe tomorrow. Um, because
maybe.
I don't have anything currently lined up for tomorrow that I have to do. So tomorrow might be a good day for me to go ahead and start the advertising campaign for the convention and stuff. So, and we have our first
And
sponsor, so that's
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, cobwebs and candlesticks. And Vic tried, but something went on wonkers. Hey, I see, Sean. If you want me to, it won't be the ones that James has like looked for getting blocks and stuff. But I can very easily make you a list of the hotels that are in the surrounding area. Like just like literally just list the hotels that are here. They won't be what anyone that James has talked to yet. But if you just wanted to kind of know, like literally a hotel, how to contact them, where they're at, and their proximity to the event, I can do that within a day or two. So if you'd like me to do that, I can totally do it. Just know that, like I said, James hasn't said a. It's the wife driving you crazy for that. um, well, like I said, honestly, what I could do is make the list, and that same list I can send to James, and then he'll have a list of. It'll be easier for me to do it and send it to James too, so he'll know like who to contact and the proximity to where I'm at, or where I'm at, where the center's at. So, I tell you what, give me a couple of days. I'm kind of got a little bit of slack this weekend, and I will make a list. I'll send it to James, unless he's made a list already, and then I'll just message you in Facebook, and then at least you'll know like some approximations. Josh says he's going to show up to Florida in my Aves jersey. Is that what am I saying this right? Somebody please correct me.
Apes? It must be a hockey thing. I'm gonna assume it's a hockey thing.
Yeah, because I hate that if I'm mispronouncing it. Although I tried. Although I tried.
I don't really
Maybe
know
Braves?
sports too much, but
I do not know sports.
yeah, Colorado Avalanche. So that's hockey. Because I think they just played against the Tampa Bay Lightning, right? For the Super Bowl of hockey, whatever the fuck that's called. Stanley Cup? Is that it? Is that what it is? Stanley Cup, or is that a horse thing?
The Solo Cup, Red Cup, Stanley Cup,
Red Solo Cup.
Stanley Cup. Very cool. Oh, Keith knows.
Okay, so yeah, I do know a little bit of stuff. I know a little bit of stuff about very few things.
Oh, destroyed Tampa. All right. Well, good for you for bashing of Florida because we suck.
Yeah, because Florida's so well known for their hockey rinks, their
Yeah,
ice hockey
yeah.
rinks.
Well, like where's our hockey rink on the sun?
Like they have to have the highest bill for electricity of any hockey team
No
ever.
kidding. What's really funny, it's not hockey related, but like about a block up the road from me, there's this huge warehouse, make a perfect haunted attraction. And this person like rolled in and said, "I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna make a ice skating rink, and people are gonna love it." And we're like, "Where the hell did you come from? And what makes you think somebody wants to?" Good lord! And then everybody was like, "It'll cost you quadrillions of dollars just to get it situated, and then a half a quadrillion dollars just to keep it cold." But that's my story about that. Never heard anything about that again. It would have completely like tanked.
Oh, hey, you want to see something cool? Watch the bottom right corner of the screen here in about 2 seconds. 1, 2, boom! Make sure you hit that button.
I'm on a delay.
Yeah, I know. But our voices will show up at the same time the video will show up. So
Oh, sweet Jesus.
there it is.
Look at that mess. Look at that. Oh, and it disappeared.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
Here, I'll do it again.
Oh, it doesn't
Wait.
just stay up there?
No, it only comes up for a second and goes away.
Oh, what the hell?
I need to add it to a hotkey on my
Kablam. That's awesome. I like it. Super fast. Punches Dolos right in his bone crotch.
I didn't add the little clicky sound thing though, but I wasn't gonna go that crazy with it.
It would get people's attention.
I had
Josh
a
says
little
I
bit
grew
of
up
free
playing
time
hockey.
this afternoon, so that's what happened.
Very cool. That's what happens. Things occur. Magic things. It's my sport. Tampa won last 2 years in a row, which makes no sense. Yeah, for any hockey. I mean, okay, listen. I really should not make fun of ice hockey in Florida, because actually here in Pensacola we have an ice hockey team. And they're called the Ice Pilots. And I think they suck. Don't quote me on it because I don't follow them, but we actually, our base center, they can freeze the floor and make ice hockey nests and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Josh said, in exciting news, Leonard Pickles started following Kimbark Cemetery. Listen,
Nice.
Josh. Listen here, buddy. That's fantastic, actually.
That's great.
I wasn't going anywhere else with that.
Yeah, when he contacts you to explain to you how to, have a
How to do shit.
haunt vendor business, yeah, then let us know. Sean says ice skating ring alone will cost $5,000 a month, and that's the outdoor ice skating ring. Yep, I'm pretty sure Florida would not be able to support an outdoor ice skating rink, but they used to do this thing. Like when the Ice Pilots were going to play, since they spent a ton of money to ice down the base center, they would keep it iced down for like before or after the games, like a day or before or after, so people could come and pay too much money to come and ice skate for like a day. And you can imagine that here in Florida or here in Pensacola, that did not go over very well. So they do not do it anymore. Also, the last time I heard that something with the cooling system went wonkers, and they're trying to figure out how to afford to fix it. But it's been a couple years since we had ice pilot games in our completely jank base center. Everybody needs to make a bet, like when Danny will show up for tonight's stream.
9:52.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, because we'll definitely keep this an hour stream. I'm thinking 8:48, 9:48. Sorry. East Coast bullshit. Has anybody else heard any news? Any exciting news? We got some stuff from Josh. We got some stuff from Sean, Keith.
Keith making fucking Clern things these days.
8:37. We got an 8:37. Leanne Richer, happy Canada Day, eh? Hey there, how are you doing? What's up?
Hey, Leanne. 9:52.
9:52. All right. As soon as she gets in here, she's gonna literally root us all for making bets on what she.
We're gonna do closest to the pin gets a free ticket.
Yeah, no shit. Now, Keith, when you say Clerns, you probably should just put the K on there, because I'm not sure if that's just James and I, or if that's a set in stone thing, or
I don't know the political things of the
I'm not too
Clerns.
worried about that. Dead Clerns. What are you doing? Dead Clern magnets or masks or real ones?
Kerns, all Clerns.
Do we have a? Hey, Berlina.
Hi, Berlina.
I saw. Did you messaged us, James? Did you answer back? I am so busy. I could not check to see what the message was.
I think so. Yeah, I believe I did. I
Okay.
responded to the one that you responded to, but I responded it like 2 days after, I think, because I
Oh.
did not have my notifications on.
Ugh. I tell you what. Oh, Keith is doing scalps. I tell you what. Facebook just made another huge change to pages. Ugh. God.
Dude, it
I wonder
really
if they.
is. I've got so many different pages now that I have control over. So like it takes forever to find stuff.
Have you been on one of the pages recently? Like yesterday, they made a change, and I went to go do it. It's like, oh, we've jacked up your Hunters Anonymous page, and then like confetti came out. We jacked it right up, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Now you have to. Now they switch your account. I've been doing this with Haunted Cypress 1910, but oh my god, now they switch your account, and everything's hidden. It took me forever to figure out how to make an event page, and then it took me forever to figure out how to duplicate one. And I closed everything down, and like this morning, I opened back up, and I'm like, "What are all these weird notifications going on? I don't know what's going on." And it was still logged into the Hunters Anonymous account. I'm like, "My God!"
Yeah, we had like 89 notifications pop up from stuff from last week's stream. They were like comments
Hey,
from last week's stream. I'm like, why are you notifying me about this now? I've already seen these things.
stupid Facebook.
Really. My question is when we're going to start getting stars on Facebook so none of our viewers on Facebook can send them to us. Because like that's a big thing for haunt streamers to get stars now. Send us your stars, but please actually don't send us stars because we don't really want that at all.
Stars, my ass.
But we're
Josh says
super
met
important
Williams
now
Apka.
because we get stars.
Stars. God. Met Williams Apka at Fan Expo. He's a real nice dude. Leanne, just a bunch of stuff. They've just changed a bunch of stuff on the Facebook pages. They're just constantly making it harder to actually use Facebook pages. Ugh, I can't even tell you what the changes were because I swear to God, all I wanted to do was make the event page for tonight, and it was like I had to jump 50 hoops, and I'm just like, why? Sean says, so Keith, have y'all decided on how big y'all going to be in booth you're going to be in May? I don't think he's doing a booth, and unless Vic gets his truck fixed and his trailer back, Vic may not be doing it either. Throwing stars. Yeah, I think some of the people that have stars on their Facebook page could literally be deserving of some throwing stars.
We're gonna beg you for the stars the entire stream though. Hey, send us some
Be sure.
stars. Let me do this
Here,
again one more time. Hold on. Here we go. Ready? Boom. Hit the subscribe button on Facebook.
oh
Or
damn it! I thought
YouTube.
you were gonna.
It's YouTube. I didn't even put the Facebook going on. Damn. I'm slacking these days, I tell you.
Oh, Sean's talking about May at MHC. Oh, I was making ours too important. I'm sorry.
Right.
40
Don't
feet.
do that. Don't elevate us to MHC status, please.
Gas crisis pending. Yep, gas prices. No, when you were getting ready, you said, "Oh, wait a minute, let me do this." I thought, "Oh, James is going to do his vaping impersonation and then say stars or something." I was like, "Damn it!" I don't know. Are stars money or something? I mean, don't you have to pay to get the stars, and then how does that work, James? What's
Oh, the stars? Yeah, stars are like Twitch bits. Exactly like that. Yes. It's
oh yeah, okay.
Facebook's monetization platform. It honestly they're built for like the gamers that do it, and for some reason uh I don't know, there's some regular live streamers that have stars because they have a lot of fake likes, and Facebook's like, "Hey, why don't you try out our stars platform?"
Well, then you say they also said their page was a gaming platform, and that's or something like that. So they're actually
Yeah.
kind of cheating the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Keith. Right, a Twitch bit sounds kind of like a mite or something you would get from a deer in the woods.
We technically we're able to apply for them, but I just don't see the purpose in it.
Nah, it's to me it's being a little bit too beggy McBeggars, honestly.
Like if you guys
Hunters
want to
do need
support
money.
us, you know how to do it. Like, go be a sponsor for the homeowner convention to the point that people are actually getting something out of your sponsorship,
Yeah, hunters need money. Whoever's talking, you are real funny. Well, there's two of us talking.
Yes, indeed. If it's the one with the sexy voice, we all know who that is.
Yeah, that would not be me.
Even though
Speaking
I
of, I hope.
absolutely hate my voice.
I can't. I can't watch our streams after. I can't do it.
I can't either. It makes me cringe to the point that I want to vomit. I'm like, nope, not doing this.
No, nope. Me too. I literally just it makes. I'm like, it's, and then unfortunately that's caused us to have issues where one of us is or both of us have been muted for 10 or 15 minutes, and we're like, oh well, this stream was kind of crap, isn't it? That's all good.
Yeah, we don't go back and listen to our shows at all because of that
Nah,
exact reason.
especially not the 6 hour long ones because I would throw up myself twice.
Maybe if I was driving to like Florida or something, I might throw it on and just be like, okay, I need to stay awake and cry a little bit. So
Yeah, for me, maybe if I was eating my last meal before I got electrocuted in the electric chair for doing something. You know what? Just turn on one of our 6 hour streams and hand me a burger. Or go ahead and get the chair ready because I'm not gonna be able to make it through the 6 hours. Josh says I'm gonna do a panel for y'all. I've been doing panels on locally on how to move from home haunt to commercial haunt, and while the scare tactics mega haunt talks about to stop you are not real. Oh, well, thanks, Leanne. We try. James is like the ultimate extra expert at making all the streamy things working like flawlessly. So
yeah, like this thing that pops up at the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Just to remind you, in case you are not yet subscribed to us on YouTube, go ahead and do that.
ka-chow,
I'm gonna do that so many times. I don't even care.
ka-chow. I might be
Ka-chow. I should
drinking
do that
beer.
sound
Chow.
effect. I might
Yeah,
be drunk as well, Josh, so you're fine, man.
you two sound fine. That's good. Ka-chow.
Appreciate it.
Now I can't stop doing it. That's sad. What
We,
other has there been any? What were you and Mark talking about any HHN stuff? What was that whole tirade of stuff y'all were talking about? Is it any haunt related stuff, or did I really didn't pay too much attention?
no, it was something to do with their Facebook or one of their tweets, I think, on Twitter, that people were like trying to guess what the next house announcement was going to be based off of like an image. And to me, the image had more of like an upside down theme, just not red. So like it could have been a Stranger Things thing, which they've already kind of people have already said like, yeah, there's more than likely going to be a Stranger Things house. Like all the people that do all this like investigative research into Halloween Horror Nights stuff, um I don't get into that. I did it back in the heyday of Halloween Horror Nights when shit was actually good and worth my time. But now it's just kind of a lot of nonsense stuff. So
If people aren't careful, or Universal will just throw in The Walking Dead again. They'll just rehash that for the 15th time.
they might as well. They have like 6,000 of those dollar store masks that they used for the Walking Dead zombies. So
Yeah, I mean they probably have some still in storage. Sean says I was told today by Sherwin-Williams that their paint prices will go up again around September 6th. You know what's interesting? Talking about paint, because pretty soon I'm gonna have to be cracking the whip on the haunted attraction down the street from me. But our landfill here, we have a couple of landfills, but one of our landfills, when they get recycled paint, instead of tossing it, they will actually find like around the same colors, and they'll put them in a 5 gallon bucket, with a lid. And the price to go get like this 5 gallon bucket of paint, which they mark the paint, you just bring them a new bucket, so it's like $5. So for like $5, it's great for haunted attractions or whatever here. Or if somebody just finds a paint, they're like, I love that paint, I'll paint the inside of my house like that. But yeah, so instead of dumping the paint or whatever, they try to they'll keep it, and then like say you just go up and say, "Oh, I'd like to have that," and you just replenish the bucket. It's kind of cool. Um, Berlin is asking, "Have you gotten any more vendors?" We have not.
Yes, so which I just responded to her actually in text because I didn't want her to think she was being ignored by any means. We just hadn't gotten to that part of the stream yet. But no, I think our potential vendor had an issue with something with the website or the something, and they needed to contact me and they didn't get a hold of me, so we're still waiting on that. But we
Yeah,
did get
if
our
they pop
first
in,
official sponsor, so I
which
mean we're
is
moving ahead.
Cobwebs and Candlesticks. Get your Klern mask today.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Yes,
make his
Leanne.
logo a little smaller after that.
Leanne, yes, please ask any question. We are as transparent as possible, and ask as
Yep.
many as you'd like.
Yep, that's what we're here for. Question and answer.
Oh, Josh says they do that here at their local landfill. We can get a nice approximation of black by mixing lots of dark colors. Yeah, you know what? The funny thing is like I'm pretty sure that like if you went and got like a flat white or close to a white, like at the landfill, and you brought it to
9:32.
like Lowe's,
Marking the time.
what?
9:32. Who was closest to 9:32?
Oh, hey, Danny. What? I don't know. If it was Price or Right, I would be out. I think I said 8:48. But Josh, yeah, I'm pretty sure like you could go like grab if they had like just like a white, like a base white or something, and you took it to Lowe's. Um, my guess is that they would mix the color for you. I'm sure you could go get it yourself and just use like a electric paint stirrer. But it's a good way to upcycle things, and I mean it's a great way to get some really really cheap paint, especially for a haunted attraction. Oh, Keith said 8:37. Um, did Leanne ask the question?
I did not see it.
All right. Yeah, definitely ask us a question, okay? And while we wait for that question, be sure to check out Cobwebs and Candlesticks group page for all your Klern needs. Sorry, I'm just having too much fun with the Klerns. Our landfill also gives us pallets for free. That's pretty cool. I don't know if ours does that or not, but all right. Leanne's question is, okay, I don't want to start controversy, but I am in Canada. Awesome. I have not yet been to any haunting things in the U.S. Just wondering, what do you all think of the extreme haunt attractions? No. Don't do it.
Immediately no.
Yeah. If hopefully you come and join us here more often. If you ever hear us talk about He Who Shall Not Be Named, that is Russ McMamie, who is of course the head dumbass of Extreme Haunts. We do not at all endorse those or suggest them. They're gimmicky and they could be potentially unsafe, and some of them actually did their extreme Touchy McFeely haunts during the pandemic when some of them decided to reopen. Very foolish. Oh, you're here. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. So uh, we are not about extreme haunts. It's gimmicky and it's honestly it's silly, it's unsafe, and it's a fetish thing. If you have a haunted attraction that you want to do extreme haunts and let your actors touchy feely and all that stuff, then you're getting into fetishes, and I it's unnecessary. But what do you think about extreme haunts? What have you researched, and what do you think about them?
And what's the situation in Canada with them?
Is there a situation? Oh, wait, there's a situation in Canada about extreme haunts?
No, I was asking what the situation is. Like, what?
Oh, gotcha. I thought you meant like, ooh, there's a yeah,
Yes.
Leanne, Well, wait, you go ahead.
There is a division. I mean, with a lot of people, honestly. There's a slightly. I mean, there's different levels of the extreme haunts too, though. Like you have like the people that do the blackout nights. They call it extreme, but it's not like the extreme torture porn that is He Who Shall Not Be Named. Um, those guys kind of blend slightly in with regular haunts, but then the McCamey Manor people are in a completely different. No.
They're disgusting. Honestly, they're just disgusting. But you've got haunted attractions that oh, that is so cool, and we're gonna do our own version of it, and da 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 da, and it's unnecessary. Um, I think people that want to pay the extra to be smacked or slapped or touched or poked or pushed or spit on or whatever, they need to seek professional help. Um, I think the people that want to put on an extreme haunt or an addition for an extreme haunt or whatever, they need to evaluate themselves and what their business model is. So, uh, like I said, we don't endorse them. We don't give them thumbs up. Matter of fact, we've had plenty of streams where we've very very much bashed them and done it in a very logical way and not just out of just disgust or hatred or whatever anger. Um, they're dangerous, and there's literally literally hundreds, if not thousands, literally thousands of haunt attractions that are so much more worth your time because of the effort they put in, as far as the scenery and the work they do and the people that work them and everything else. So personally, I would not seek out an extreme haunt, quote unquote. Hey Vic, what's up, buddy? Don't forget to get a hold of James, man.
Yeah,
I
what's
know
up,
you're
man?
you're busy. And Danny, yes, you beat Vic this time. Um, yeah, Vic, I'm telling you, that's I don't know. That's that I don't know. You can go somewhere and get yourself smacked and not be a haunted attraction. I was trying to make a joke out of that, and I actually literally couldn't do it. Yeah, Leanne, that's unfortunate. That really is. It's fetish. It's a fetish. It's a fetish thing that's disguised as a haunted attraction. It's really just unnecessary. It really just belittles the other haunted attractions that are doing everything correctly and trying to make a family of professional amateur attractions. Um, and it's completely unnecessary to have an extreme haunt in the sense of like literally touchy McFeely, McSpitty, McYelly, McBarfy, McWhatever. Yeah, you're welcome, Leanne. Thank you for asking. Um, we always say if do your own research if you really want to see just how disgusting it is. But um, if you are coming to the United States and it's your first time with haunted attraction in the U.S., literally we can give you a mile long list of places to try out without you having to do extreme haunts or any of that stuff. Places that would just blow your mind.
And really, the issue with them is also he's doing it under the guise of an extreme haunt. So the stuff that happens there gets branded as the haunted attraction industry itself. It it just casts a really dark shadow over something that doesn't need to be done.
It does. And for a very short period of time during the season, when the season kind of is like preseason, like right before haunted attractions open up, you will get this slew of people that talk about he who shall not be named and this. Oh my God, I need to go find him. And da da da. It's very short lived. They get bashed into oblivion, but it happens every year like clockwork. Um,
He gets run out of town.
he'll never, yeah, he'll never be able to operate again. And unfortunately, he really is the epicenter of all these other places that want to do like they do because they think it's so cool. Uh, it's just avoid it. Just go ahead, Leanne. Just get it out of your mind. Um, find yourself some awesome haunts here in the United States. Don't go by the haunt reviewer list, top 10 this, number one that. They're all bogus. Um, like literally, if you really wanted to know some of the fantastic haunts, not being obnoxious, but Haunters Anonymous and the people that come to it, all these folks that are typing right now, could give you a fantastic list of where to go. Um, so
Y-
yeah,
We're not haunt reviewers, so there's no
yeah, we're
ass
not haunt
kissing
reviewers.
from us.
We just know what's good and what's not from the general public. Open forum night. Every night's open forum night when we're on the
Pretty much. I mean, that's the
every
very
night.
basis of this whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully Canada never has anybody that decides to try and do an extreme haunt. Choke me, Daddy Vader. Ha ha.
Dude, he totally is a predator. Like, there's no question about it. That guy is 100% just disgusting.
Oh, oh yeah, he's a pervert, he's a pedo, he's everything you can imagine that someone like that would be. And doing it under the guise of like, oh, I get canned food for animals. Bullshit.
He probably feeds it
Eh,
to his wife or something. Like,
Probably eats it.
I'm not even shitting you. Like, he has that kind of vibe about him that, like, he just treats his wife so poorly.
Who is it? Oh, Vic's got more good news. Leanne, he who shall not be named is Russ McMamie. If you ever get bored and really want to be disgusted, just look up Russ McMamie. We try not to give his name airtime, so we just say he who shall not be named. But that's him. He is pretty, like I said, he is the epicenter of these other the few and far between haunted attractions that want to do their quote unquote extreme haunts. Um, but even they can't do it to the degree he did because they would be in the same boat he is, which is shut down. Shut down. He's literally been run out of states and cities. Like there is a network of people that like, oh, this guy is coming to town, and this group of people will be like, you need to get the hell out of this town, and he has to bounce to the next town, and they're like, oh nope, you got to get out of this town. So he's also a tax evader, and he owes a IRS a bunch of money. Hell, he might be in jail now. Who knows? Yeah, like Danny said, just you can search McCamey Manor. I can never pronounce his name right. It's such a
Yeah,
dumbass last name.
McCamey. Yeah, McCamey Manor.
Your computer, oh my God, Vic, your computer and monitor blew up. There's two things with that. One, I didn't know you had a computer.
Or a
I figured
monitor.
you did it, or a monitor. I figured you just did it all with your phone. Was it from the lightning strike, or were you fast forwarding through too much porn?
Did you
Overheated
download
something?
LimeWire again?
Yeah, yeah. Download a LimeWire, trying to get porn at like 2 kilobits a second. I mean, Vic, we're only playing with you. We're joking with you. I hate to hear that. Hopefully, you didn't have anything important on there. If you did,
Don't get rid of your hard
don't,
drive.
yeah, don't get rid of your hard drive. Send it to James or me or something.
Honestly,
So much
Leanne,
porn
you
on
really don't want to. Like, seriously, it's the dude's just really gross, and like you can't base haunt industry off of him at all.
No,
He's
the only
not
reason why
he's
we're
not a haunter by any means. He's
yeah
just a gross dude that is masquerading as a haunt owner.
yeah, and the only reason why we even mentioned the names was just so you would know. That's really it. I mean, yeah, like James said, honestly, it's things that once you see them, you can't unsee them, and it's just so unnecessary. That's how bad it is. I mean, it really is just it's unnecessary crap. So Vic says I have a high computer I do videos on. Is that the one that exploded? I had all more OnlyFans porn and whatnots on there. They're gonna fix it and try to switch my stuff over. Oh, very good. Okay. Well, good. Would hate to lose your OnlyFans porn. and all the important stuff I know you probably do have on there. So
Hey, the Home Honor Convention sponsored by OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Oh my god. Oh my god. Home Honor Association sponsored by Chatterbait. Josh says I sent James pics from the booth we helped build for Fan Expo. Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're
You
actually very cool. I see
You gonna try
Picard.
to splash them up there?
I can in a second. Give me a minute.
Okay. I just not I'm not rushing or anything. I just gives a little bit of extra for our streams for people. I got to start my Halloween candy OnlyFans. Yes, you do. That'd be so funny. Vic's got to pay. You got to make a buck or two to pay for. Vic, how's the truck coming along, man? In all seriousness, is it? Do they got that thing back together again, or are you still out of truck?
And what exactly happened to your computer aside from you saying it blew up?
And the monitor too, which kind of concerns me. I'm
Because
thinking
the
it was just
two
a
aren't
computer.
directly related to each other. Like, you shouldn't be burning
No,
out both simultaneously.
because if you did, heaven help you. It does sound like he's getting a new computer. Um, People have a real fetish for killer clowns. Well, yes, unfortunately, there's just people that have fetishes for clowns, including clowns. Clowns are just God.
You leave that on.
They are waiting on cab mounts. My goodness.
Sorry, Facebook took me to the Haunters Anonymous page, so I have to go to my actual profile. Oh, Streamloots, give it a minute.
Reginald Cornelius wants
Uh-oh.
to shout out Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, only fan, Chris Gaines, only fan, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, games, Chris Gaines, Chris Gaines, Chris
Reggie.
Gaines, blah blah blah, Chris Gaines,
Gotta
blah.
love the Reggie Streamloots drop.
I'm so glad Reggie's here. What's up, Reginald? They said that the motherboard is shot and the cord was messed up. Okay. Vic, are they gonna try to just replace the motherboard or just give you a whole new machine? They honestly just should. If the motherboard is messed up, and it may have been from that lightning strike, you just need to get a whole new machine.
Yeah,
You'll have component failure.
A lightning strike is going to be the only thing that's going to destroy your monitor and motherboard at the same time.
Yeah. Which means your video card's messed up. Hell, it could be power supply would probably go out.
Barely, that's it. I'm going to start an OnlyFans so I can make it to Pensacola next year. Send us the link. We'll support you.
Send James the link. He'll put it on the website.
You'll be rolling in the dough.
500 to fix it. You will have so many vaping clerns going and clicking on your link.
Just the ones that hate us, you'll have so many people following you. That's
actually true. Reggie, how are you doing, sir? Last week was crazy. Got drunk for my birthday. Went to WWE Money in the Bank at White Castle and Shake Shack. Nice. I could do some White Castle and Shake Shack right about now. Glad you had a good time. Vic said I paid a lot for that machine, so I can't handle another $1,800 for a new one. Good Lord of mercy.
Yeah, I mean, if your motherboard got fried from the lightning strike, you probably have a lot of different components that are at least close to being dead.
Yeah. Your power supply is probably going to be the next thing that goes out.
Yeah, if it's not already toast.
Josh put a Ryzen 5900 in his rig. All right. Have video card prices gone down now that like crypto mining is gone straight to shit?
The prices haven't gone down, but like accessibility has improved very slightly. Good luck getting CPUs now, though.
Oh, really? Oh my God. That's why I'm kind of surprised that they can get Vic a motherboard.
Yeah.
Sean says, I'm working on getting Tim Frank from Haunt LEDs to come online. Yeah, he seems like a nice fella. I've actually talked to him a couple times. Gave him a little bit of suggestions for his little pin spots. Doing my part for the industry.
The really cool booth setup he's got there. It's really nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting the photos put up. CPU,
Rolina says
GPU,
homeowners
NPC,
insurance would
right?
cover. What? Wait, what?
No, I was reading what Reggie said. Go ahead. You can read what.
Oh,
You're further up than I am.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah. If you have homeowners insurance, it should cover it. I always tell people too, you can never go wrong with an APC UPS or just an APC. Ride the lightning bolt. No kidding. Josh said we got a 3070 Ti for my sister-in-law for $700.
Yeah, well, the fact that you're able to find a 3070 Ti is vastly improved over what it was 7 months ago. All right, so here's one of the photos he sent me. It's a really nice looking booth layout. Like that's super professional looking. It's kind of stuff you see at like TwitchCon and shit.
Oh wow, that is nice. That is a fantastic representation of a Borg. Now I can't remember what they called. What was it, Josh? It was a Borg, not regeneration Borg alcove, an alcove. Ha! I'm going way back. Truck prices are crazy. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, alcove. That's very cool.
Let's see. Get the
I would totally have that in my house, along with all the other crazy things. What's up, Rick? Hello. Sorry I'm late to the party. Did you see that Georgia Guidestones were recently blown up? No way. Any thoughts on what you think they were? And oh my God, did somebody really blow up the guides? Did they really? Oh my God, that's terrible. Those are really cool, and I'm sure that they were going to have a meaning like down the road. Ooh, nice weeping angel.
That's what I said.
I cannot believe somebody blew up the damn Georgia Guide. Oh my God. Did they catch who did it, Rick? I have no idea. I couldn't speculate on what they were for. I think they were a fantastic artistic piece, if nothing else. Yeah, that sucks. Even I was thinking about like one day going and seeing them. But did they catch them? A used 450 diesel, if you can find one, is around 70,000.
That's just bonkers. Truck prices right now, just stupid. I'm really glad I bought my WRX when I did, because that thing has only gone up in value, like dramatically.
Danny did. I mean, that sucks. You said one of them blew up. Like, was it designed to blow up? That sucks because that was like a present day sort of very cool monument.
All right, you know what? Let's do this. I don't care if we get copyright strikes or not. Let's see if we can find this video.
The one just exploded. No sign of a person. So aliens did it. Aliens like, hell with this. Zip zip. Wouldn't that be crazy if, like, literally, it's kind of like Banksy with that piece of art that he had in the very evidently oversized frame, and like it sold at auction, and then it immediately just started shredding itself. Wouldn't it be interesting if like that they were designed to do that?
This was definitely an intentional thing. So hold on, let me pull this up.
Josh, that's some awesome stuff, by the way. That is very cool. So they just tore the rest of them down. That sucks. You would think they would try to preserve them, but who knows? Maybe they were all designed to blow up and it just misfired or something. Super cool.
Give me 1 second. We'll have this video up here for you.
Yeah, I know some Trekkies that would see that alcove and be like, "What? What the heck?"
Hold on 1 second. Trying to make this damn box a little bigger. It's gonna kind of
Full-size
cover
transporter,
everything.
but I don't have pictures. Oh no. Well, next time you set it up, Josh, you should totally.
All right, here we go. Here's the video. See what happens.
Uh-oh.
I'm assuming they're saying that this is the silver car is the suspect.
Wow. Yep, that was a pretty good explosion. I don't see the other ones damaged. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, the other ones are fine.
I mean, the top a little maybe, but
Wow, that sucks.
let's go back. Make sure we're talking over this video so they know that it's fair use and not just us watching random videos.
Danny said, "I've never heard of them until about a year and a half ago. Funny that nobody talked about them ever in my whole life."
I didn't even hear about this. I didn't know about this happening.
Would a grenade, though, be able to do that much damage?
That was like some C4 shit right there, man.
Yeah, that's a pretty damn big. That thing got obliterated. Well, fortunately, it's been well documented, but it just kind of sucks. Somebody would be that damn stupid. Probably some religious zealot who thinks it was like, Satan's work or something.
All right, let me get rid of this now. There we go.
Wow. They'll catch the person. You can't, something like that, you can't just drive away from. Somebody will be like, "Oh, I know the dude that did that," Or I know the person, I should say, maybe a woman. Yeah, Vic, no kidding. That was a no joke explosion. I mean, that was, yeah. So the person that did it apparently knew what they were doing, knowing that they needed something pretty hefty to take down the. But like I said, they've been thoroughly documented. So hell, people destroy history around here all the time just to put a piece of shit house. So
Yep.
tear down a 500 or 600 year old tree.
Pave over paradise to put up a parking lot, right?
Pretty much. And maybe somebody with some money will come through and go like, you know what? It's been well documented. Let's just rebuild it. Oh well. But you also have somebody running around with explosives in general. So who knows what they'll target next? Yeah, they'll rebuild it and close it off, probably. Hopefully we'll know at some point. Because that's sad. Excuse me. That's kind of sad. Rick says, "I don't think they caught the folks who did it. I was hoping to see them in the future, so I'm bummed. The authorities tore down the other part since they thought it was unstable."
You know it's really
Rick says they
weird
coulda-
too? Speaking of like national landmarks, so my sister went to Egypt 2 years ago, right? It's something that like they never show you in like National Geographic or anything like that, because they always take photos of the pyramids facing the desert. But if you were to turn around and take photos from the other side of the pyramids, there's literally like an entire city directly next to the pyramids. It's nuts.
Oh yeah, well if you look at satellite images, you're like, whoa, they built houses way too close to that stuff. Reginald says Alex Jones, a radio host and famous conspiracy theorist, who is also now broke because he's an idiot.
Isn't
says
he
that
the
the
one that
Stones,
thinks frogs are turning people gay or something?
he's the one that, yes.
I
Um,
love that
they-
guy for the fact that he's a complete asshole.
well, he got sued and pretty much like he lost, so fuck Alex Jones. Says that the Stones call for calling of humans. Of course they do. Of course they do. Whatever. He's an idiot. I don't care if people like him and don't like me saying that. He's a freaking moron.
He thought things were turning frogs gay, so what does that tell you?
Yeah, but he also had people believing him. So that just tells you that humans in general can kind of be not all of them, but
There's literally an entire group of clowns that have convinced people that they're like the holy savior of clowns. So, people will literally believe anything.
Yeah, which is true. That's true. Yeah, church burning is never a good thing. It just never is for any reason. Whether you're religious or not, there's a lot of churches that are actually historic buildings. I'm not about burning I'm not about tearing historic buildings down. This city that I live in is all about tearing down or having historic buildings torn down. Buildings that have gone through 100 years worth of what?
So the whole thing with this, right, without us getting too political, is the fact that separation of church and state should be, adhered to. And I feel like a lot of people have let that go now, and that's the whole reason for this. I am not going to say one way. I mean, I'm 100% pro-choice. I don't have a strong enough conviction either way to say you should do that. I think people should have the right to do whatever the hell they want, as long as it's not directly affecting yourself or people that you love. But again, it's one of those subjects, that it's just there's no right side to be on, because you're gonna piss people off regardless. And everybody has a right to their opinion, I suppose, but I don't think the government has a right to dictate what your opinion should be.
Yeah.
Things were
Vic,
fine the way they were.
Yeah, Vic, I totally respect that too. My opinion is that Alex Jones is a complete and utter moron who would have been better off not being born.
The dude's a loony. Like, he's just straight up. He's fucking crazy.
He's a drama queen, and he is a sensationalist, and nothing he's ever said is right. That's why he lost. The legal battle with which one of America's mass shootings was it that he was all talking about? Whatever. I literally hope that he has to live in a van down by the river after they take all of his money.
I think it was the one involving the kid, right? During the whole protest riot thing.
I can't remember. It was where he was talking about, like, the whole thing was whatever it's called, stage or whatever the shit. I don't know. I don't like him. I don't follow that shit. I just follow him enough to know that he needed to literally be sued, like, hit the shirt off his back. So, but whatever opinion people have of him, that's fine. I don't really give a shit. Either way, I don't know him, but he's an idiot, and fuck him. I'm glad he's off the air. Let's see here. As a man, I don't get it. I don't get a say in it. Yeah, I agree.
Like,
was it Sandy Hook?
The problem with this is just like,
thanks, Reggie.
It teeters too close to political affiliations and stuff, like, and it shouldn't, because so much of what happened was religious based, and that's what I have a problem with. Is people were making decisions based off their religion in the government, which should not be the way the government is run. Like, right, left, whatever. I don't care. I just don't think the government should operate in any way based off of any, religious belief in a political fashion. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, Vic, it's cool, man. I'm poking the bear too. My take on it, what just happened with Roe and Wade opens a bigger door.
It does.
It just opens a bigger door. So, and that's for other things,
It's a
and people
huge
don't
step
understand that.
backwards too. What was that? In
It's
the
a very
70s?
huge step backward. But it's a
So-
huge step. It is. I mean, yes, it's a huge step backwards.
Now we're going back to the 70s here, and it just should have never
Well-
happened. It shouldn't have been brought up to the fact. It shouldn't have gotten to the Supreme Court again for discussion. Because why do we need to go back that far? Next we're going to be in the 40s, and then you don't want to even discuss what happens.
Well, and the people that were all happy about it happening and being overturned don't understand literally that it has opened a bigger door. They don't understand the entirety of the repercussions aside from what it has done for women, against women, which is huge. But it has opened a Pandora's box. And the people who are cheering that it happened and we're all happy, they won't be cheering when the same Pandora's box that's open comes for them. No one is immune. No one will be immune. It's the Pandora's box is now open. And of course, they'll be crying boo-hoo when it's one of their liberties that are taken away. And that's my take on that. Wait a minute. What happened here? So how about we're waiting for the next HHN announcement? Who cares? I'm glad that I've already booked a hotel. Danny, only you and Mark care at this point. You're the only two white knights that are left on the planet. The rest of us have moved on.
You are the last two soldiers standing in that battle.
Yeah, and I'm not being mean, but it's the truth.
And Mark's going
what's your-
regardless. It could be literally the absolute worst year ever, and he's still going to go.
Y'all live right there. Most likely, if I lived in Orlando or 30 minutes away, I probably would go too and just laugh my ass off that I spent even, Florida discount money on it. But Berlina says, what's your thought about sending so much of our oil reserves to Asia? I think that's where it was. I didn't know we were.
Honestly, there's so much there's just so many backdoor deals in government that that's why we don't get political on here, because it's just there's so many bad things in politics on every side of the thing. It's just all I can say
exactly.
is right now things are happening that aren't good for us at all, and that's why this year is going to really kind of suck for us.
Well, yeah, but I think oh God, Jesus, we're not political. Here we go. Americans need to understand that it's not just America that's having issues. It's a global thing.
It really is a global.
And the people that control gas prices are Exxon, Shell. They control gas prices. They control it. And the people that pump the oil, OPEC, are the ones that control the fucking oil. It's not our government. It's not the governments of the world. It's not a president or the president of France. It's those people. And that's what pisses me off. It's like, get your head out of your ass and know who exactly is controlling the prices. I mean, ExxonMobil, from Q1 of last year to Q1 of this year, their profits doubled. It's blame the people who are doing it. Blame the people that are gouging. There's no oil shortage. There's no nothing. We're putting out our oil reserves left and right. It's literally the refineries. It's the people who are in control of making the gas. It's not the governments of the world. It's not our government here in the United States. It's not our current, past, or future presidents. It's them. And people just need to get their heads out of their ass about that. It drives me crazy because it's like, Blame the people who are doing it, not who you don't like. And that's my take on that in this non-political Honors Anonymous.
I mean, we have to get a little political in it, but like
Every once in a while.
on the whole, we are not a political discussion group at all. Like we really
Nah.
try to keep it.
And Josh, that's awesome, dude. I don't, I'm trying to be political on my Facebook, but oddly enough, talking about gas prices actually is related to the haunt industry because, like we said before, if the gas prices don't go down by much, or if they increase as the haunt season gets here, you're going to see haunted attractions actually seeing less numbers. And you're going to see people buying less items from mom and pops like Josh and Keith and Vic and all them, or big places like Distortions, Gore Galore, and all that stuff. I mean, people are going to have less money to spend on that kind of stuff.
Holy crap! $8.59 a gallon. That makes me want to throw up.
Yeah, I will say that here in Pensacola, Florida, I have to use non-ethylated gas for my car, and I'm paying about $5 a gallon. Which, interestingly enough, if you look at the gas price of here in Pensacola of non-ethylated compared to the ethylated, it's almost the same. And why is that? Because there's no ethanol in it. So you don't have that bullshit water that gets high taxed and all that stuff for the farmers. That you're putting water in your tank. So I gladly pay $5 a gallon because it's non-ethylated and it's the best gas there is anyway. So if you want to save 25 cents and put water in your tank, help yourself. I don't do it. I've been using non-ethylated gas in my 93 Chevy Lumina for 7 years. And knock on wood, non-ethylated is the best gas out there. Thank God I don't have a diesel truck or anything. Speaking of haunted attractions, they're going to be closing down California Great American Cedar Point sold the land. Really?
That's
That
crazy.
sucks.
Yeah.
My wiener's hanging out of my underwear. Yeah. Well, Vic, there's probably a lot of people in that situation, and we're sorry that your OnlyFans computer is not up and running so that you can.
Yeah, you better hope there's nobody flying a drone over that hole in your roof too.
Yeah. You can't make your $1.25 on your OnlyFans.
They're gonna be snatching your photos left and right. Nobody's gonna be going to your OnlyFans.
A lot of people are upset that they didn't sell the theme park and the land. I bet. I've seen a couple of consolidations in the haunt industry that I question highly. And you can tell that it was nefarious on the people that grabbed the lower end of the stick, and the lower end of the stick is probably going to get screwed when they integrate in with them. I've seen a couple of those in the past few months. It's kind of sad because I'm not going to mention names. One of them was a fairly well-known haunt prop maker, and I won't say who absorbed them, but we've talked about them screwing people over in the past. The drone. Oh my God, Reginald's taking pictures of your teeter.
Of your wiener hanging out of your.
It's going to be in Reginald's OnlyFans in a minute, and it's going to be like a guest star.
How do we get to this point? I swear to God.
Apparently tonight was like literally around the world with everything. That's okay though. Every once in a while we have to be more controversial than normal. But you know what? At least we're not being toxic.
Yeah, right. No, we're always toxic. Don't fool these people in thinking we're not toxic. Because clearly,
I'm kind of concerned Leanne hasn't said anything.
Right? She bailed 10 minutes ago.
Well,
she was like, nope.
Yeah, I've got my answer for the extreme haunts, and the rest of it's just Panther fodder. So we're good.
No, there she is. She's still here. She's hanging in.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm like, Christ, we've lost Leanne. Leanne has bailed. Because that's happened before. Believe it or not. Well, I'm like, oh, where'd somebody go? Oh, they just took off. A lot of people just have things to do, and they don't have time to say goodbye. So, which that makes sense.
Yeah, whatever.
But for real, like for real, like the repercussions of the higher gas prices, even now, which are now draining people's pockets faster, and they can't save up the money to make that, 1 hour trip or 2 hour trip to XYZ haunt, or they have a haunted attraction in their vicinity, and they don't have the 20-25 bucks per person to go to it. Um, and then you've got the people that won't be able to buy their uh, stuff at Spirit or Walmart or wherever they're going to go, or like I said, and like James said, the folks like a lot of you folks here that have awesome stuff for a much more decent price, more reasonable price for fantastic quality, we'll see an uptick. Um, Most likely, especially when we start pushing the hell out of y'all. James, can you post the Streamloops link?
Yes, I will.
Um, I still can't remember how to get in my Streamloops. Okay.
Also, Vic was 100% right on that. He doesn't know whether he should make stuff now with prices the way they are, and then hope that he recoups that money next year. Because if you're buying stuff now and it's 4 times the price that it hopefully will be next year, like, how are you going to market that stuff so you're not actually taking a loss?
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Between Vic, Josh, and Keith, like, aren't latex prices and stuff going up and harder to find or something? I think I've seen. Oh, Leanne says you won't run me off. Correct me if I'm wrong. And Leanne also says things in your country, all known in the USA, are so crazy one cannot help but talk about. That's true. I was listening to it before I got here. That's true. Um, I absolutely love living in the United States. I am an extreme proud American. I actually love living in Florida, but um,
That's that.
and the
That's
whole
a
world has
hard
gone kind of.
statement to accept, given your
I
governor.
know, but I do like it in Florida. Um, I like Pensacola for it. We're too close to Alabama, but that's okay. And their dumbass governor. But we got a dumbass governor too. Ours is probably stupider. But yeah, the United States, along with the rest of the world, has actually gone a little on the loopy side. I mean, the United States we got a gun problem. We had a mental health problem. We got problems. But as far as gas prices, honestly, that's global. Recession problems, that's global. I've been watching videos like for real videos from like for real farmers who are basically saying you guys don't understand what's happening at the end of this year. Um, we're not talking about these sensational ding dongs of like Jesus, you gotta. And then the new thing is like shit hit the fan. SHTF. Oh my God! Every YouTube video has SHTF. Shit hit the fan. Oh, a bunch of sensational idiots yippity yapping out the mouth. But if you go into actual video, like I've been watching, like I said, farmer videos, and food shortages in the United States are probably
Holy
like for
shit.
real.
We just had a Streamloops card played. It was loud as hell.
Uh-oh. Teasing them with crazy food inventions like Hershey milk chocolate milkshake with Bailey's Irish cream chocolate bars. Yeah, Reginald, I tell you what, I still think about all the food that you concocted on stream and verbally, and I'm like, yep.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Belina says, Vic, do you use wood from pallets, or do you buy new wood? Yeah, Vic, I tell you what, I mean, I totally hear you when you're wondering what you should do. As far as making stuff, it's like James said. I mean, supplies now are so through the roof. How can you make a profit unless you really, really jack the price up? Latex is in shortage in some areas. We were very up and down in Colorado. Wow. Hey Ezekiel, what is up, buddy? James just stepped out for a minute. He'd say hello though if he was here. How are you doing, sir? We're talking. Man, you've missed probably the most political episode we've ever had. You missed it by like a minute. Definitely might be one to rewind when you get a chance. How's everything down under, sir? Josh says pain is a big issue here. Most stores are limiting how much you can buy. That sucks. Relina says COVID numbers are on the rise again. Yes, they are. And I can attest to that because I swear to God, like everybody I know and around me is getting it again.
Back.
And so I'm just putting myself into lockdown. What is it? The Vernon meat plant and a couple other meat plants in California are shutting down and moving out. Yeah, and you know what's interesting? All of a sudden, like just food processing plants are mysteriously catching on fire and burning to the ground. Personally,
Crazy.
I personally think that the food processing plants know that there's a shortage coming, and if they're still up and running, like functional, they're going to lose their asses. But if they mysteriously burn to the ground, they can just make their insurance money and be gone. I swear to God, I think that's what's happening. Now, welcome to Hunters Anonymous Conspiracy Theory Hour, or at least next 9 minutes, because I can't go for a whole. Vic says I got 2 packs of hot dogs. I'm good. Keith, yeah, we're still on, probably for another 10 minutes. If you haven't been listening, it's been highly political and conspiracy theory. Yes. You love American politics conversation. Yeah. Well, when you get a chance, just re-listen to this one.
Yeah, we pretty much
get a
ripped
little.
on everybody from
Yeah, tonight's.
Klern posses to political
Yeah,
associations.
to our ridiculous SCOTUS. I'm great, mate. Just had a few days vacation. Nice. Vacation is always good. Leanne says, you weren't discussing politics, more like trying to cope with the trauma derived from it. Well, that's also actually true. That's a fantastic way of putting it, Leanne. Sean says, I know I might get criticized for this, but just to show you, last year I bought corn for $10 a bag, and now it's $12.50. Oh, yeah. You what? We weren't going to criticize it. The price of everything's gone up. I mean, I, like, just being just being an obnoxious little twit. I went to go get, every once in a while I get a box of great value toaster pastries, Pop Tarts, $1.50 a box. So you get like 12 of them. And I went and it had gone up to like, I don't know, $1.80, which is still cheap as hell. But I'm like, I'm not paying that because it went up.
Due to inflation, Streamloots cards are now $4.99 a pack as opposed to
Yeah.
99 cents or whatever the
No
hell they are,
kidding.
$1.99. I don't even know.
But
what
yeah,
they are
everything's
actually.
going up. And I'm telling you, if you want to really kind of get freaked out here, at least here in the United States, just look up farmer videos on YouTube, but find a real farmer. Like you can tell the ones that are not like, oh no, and they're basically saying now like we're growing enough to feed our family, or the reason why we had so much meat this year was because they had to slaughter so much livestock of all sorts that there was a huge supply of it. And now we're starting to see the pricing going up because that supply is dwindling, and they're saying there's no replenishment. There's like no replenishment. Um, it's really kind of, I'm like, holy shit.
Oh,
So there's
Jesus
people that are
Christ.
going.
Apparently, Reggie
What?
thought I was being serious and just bought 5 packs of Streamloots. I was just kidding, Reggie. The price isn't going up.
Reginald's like, dude, I'm a Streamloots prepper, man. I've got to get
He's stocking up now.
I got to fill up on my Streamloots before they go up on their freaking prices. This asshole. I guarantee you, unless Streamloots themselves change anything, the prices will never change. Here at Hunters Anonymous.
Yeah, no. And
Stuff
the money for the
Oreos.
Streamloots literally just goes into the website and the show and everything else. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
I honestly wish we've made profit off of this to go into our pockets, but we don't. Everything goes right
No.
back to doing stuff for the show, hosting
As
on
it
the
should be.
website.
As it should be.
Streamloots. Oh, Reggie's an asshole. He played the asshole
What?
card.
Reginald Cornelius played this card
played
because
he
they
played
are
the
an
one that,
asshole.
That's his favorite one, man. He loves
was
his
his
Chris
favorite.
Gaines.
He's like, you know what? Screw the Streamloots prepping. I'm just gonna play them all
And
now.
I will say this. I promise you guys I will get new Streamloot stuff done. Like, I promise. I need to do some more, like, of the random draw a picture ones, because I know everybody had fun with that when you made me draw pictures of random shit. Because I had fun with it. I thought it was hilarious. And I need to do more of those.
Oh my god. Sorry, I had a little cough because randomly Vic just said I'll be selling butthole pics soon, and I just it was so random and so funny and just threw me so off. It's just a jump to the left. Yes, it is. The government makes us horse, pretty much. Yeah, Reggie is loading up. Reginald, we love that you have fun with the cards. I promise. I promise. Inflation will not increase the price of the cards. Belinda's been growing her own food and preserves as much as I can. Water bath canning, dehydrating. Yeah, some of the sensational people, which I mean now they're really not sensational, but they're going to Costco and Sam's Club and stuff, and they're getting like 3,000 pounds of beans and whatnot. I'm actually thinking about maybe putting some stuff aside, just stuff that like will last a while, because I'm not usually like I'm not a conspiracy theorist, whatever, and I definitely am not a prepper, and I'm not a sensationalist and all that other stuff. But when you start seeing farmers begging people to listen to them, then
See,
and
Josh.
they're really like real fucking farmers. What happened?
Josh said he's got to head out, so I said, "See you, Josh."
Oh, bye, Josh. Sorry,
Oh,
I said no yippity yapping.
let me do a placement after the
Reginald
stream
Cornelius
card
says,
is played.
one day Victor tried to sell butthole pictures to Chris Gaines, but Chris Gaines didn't
Oh my
want
God.
just butthole
Vic,
pictures.
do you see
Chris
what you're
Gaines wanted the world to
promoting
burn,
here?
turn, baby bird, burn, baby, burn, burn. I said burn.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Oh shit! I forgot about those cards being in there where you can just write his own
God.
story.
Reginald lost his damn mind. So
Oh,
so
shit.
Vic, you got Leanne on it. Butthole pics makes me think of sticking a severed finger in there. Lord. Doomsday preppers. Yeah, I can't stand doomsday preppers. It's fine to do what you need to do to think to be all right, but when you start getting on YouTube and you're talking about I don't know. There's somebody on there like, next week is doomsday and next week is the food shortage and it's like the next week comes and you're like, well, there's still food on the shelves. Although they are now saying that that's for real going to happen at the end of the year. We'll see. I have 8 kids. It doesn't last long.
Let me do a product placement real quick. Maybe we can get a sponsor. So,
Okay.
Butcher Box, right? It's the thing where you order meat online, they send it to you. So we
Yeah.
got that. We got that a few days ago, right? We got like the big box. It was like $260 something. Oh, stream rate. Hold on. I'm trying to do a product placement, Danny. Damn it. Anyhow, so we got the we got the large box. It was like $260 or whatever. I have to tell you, dude, we cooked the ribeyes last night. They were legitimately so tender after I cooked them, I could like chew them with my tongue. They
Wow.
were amazing. We got a rude card playing. But yeah, dude, I cannot tell you like how super impressed I am with this Butcher Box thing. I'm gonna tag them right now. Hold on. No, I'm just kidding.
Honors Anonymous, sponsored by Butcher Box.
That's a perfect product placement if you think about it. But yeah, it's so good. And the price, it was like 20 something, 25 pounds of meat for 200 and something, $260. And legitimately, we got like 4 ribeyes they would have been like $30 in the grocery store a piece.
Yeah, a meat box.
Meat box. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And they come in this gigantic box, and the box is then like stuffed with all kinds of extreme rates. Reggie's sending love with the jump scare. Didn't get me though, Reggie. Sorry. A little too seasoned for that. So it comes with it's a box within a box that is then stuffed with other cardboard pieces that is then covered with dry ice. This stuff showed up. It was rock hard. Like, it was impressive. I completely enjoy it. And I think it's totally worth the money. So if you want to try it, go to butcherbox.com/, Haunters Anonymous. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. We don't have a sponsorship.
God,
or
that
a
would be
code.
funny as hell. We'd probably be the first live stream that ever did that. Like,
Oh,
who's
yeah.
your sponsor?
The first
Meatbox.
Haunters live stream would totally be us. I guarantee
Jesus.
you.
Vic says he's got a Meatbox phone.
I did say rock. I said rock hard specifically for you, Vic, as I knew you were going to say something. Oh shit! It's 10:31.
Yeah, we'll go 4 more minutes because I got to get up and my butt's sweating.
So we've held about 16 to 17 people on average for the last few streams, and I have to say I am completely blown away by that. That everybody's here every week, hanging out and talking and interacting, and it's so impressive. Just completely blown away by the fact that you guys actually listen to the shit that we say.
Yeah, and it's crazy shit. Sean's saying I'm raising quail to help with my family meat shortage instead of chicken. I have a neighbor who is very much getting ready to probably start pegging off squirrels because we have an abundance of them.
I don't think I've had quail. I don't believe I have.
More dogs. Hey, Ranger saw the new Top Gun movie last weekend. I have not seen it. I'm not really a big Tom Cruise fan. I really wasn't a fan of the first Top Gun. I knew it was an awesome movie, just wasn't my gig.
So my brother-in-law is a test pilot for the U.S. Air Force.
That's cool.
Of course, he was an F-22 Raptor pilot for the first 6 years of his, test pilot school stuff, whatever the hell he did. And like his whole squadron went and saw the movie, and I guess I liked it, but the movie's done pretty well, I believe.
Reginald, that's funny. Yes, Reginald, that's funny, dude. Yeah, and I'm like I said, I know that Top Gun and it was a fantastic movie, and the second one I've heard is phenomenal. It's just not something that I would watch. The only real thing I liked Tom Cruise in was Tropic Thunder. The Mission Impossible films, I think that got beat to death. He did a good job in Interview with a Vampire, but that really was because of a vampire movie. I was fine with that. Risky Business, good movie. Honestly, bad acting. But, I mean, if you said, Mike, what's your favorite Tom Cruise movie? I'd be like, I'm not a fan of his, but literally Tropic Thunder had me rolling.
Dude, Tropic Thunder was a great movie.
Tropic Thunder should be like in the Smithsonian because oh my God. And Tom Cruise actually did a phenomenal job with what he did. Snore factor. But that's really my take on Tom Cruise.
Oh, speaking of amazing things, hopefully everybody has seen Stranger Things up until the last episode of the 4th season. And if you haven't, plug your ears. I mean, it's not really a spoiler because it's literally everywhere at this point, but the absolute hands down best scene of the entire series was the Master of Puppets scene in the last episode of season 4. Eddie itself is a nod to Iron Maiden's mascot, Eddie. So, I mean, that's not really a spoiler, but it's just kind of like a nod to, 80s metal. But the scene with Master of Puppets is by far the best scene of the entire series. It is so good. I literally watched it 10 minutes before I got on the show tonight. Just rewatched that episode. So good. I'm not giving anything away. It's not like a spoiler thing. It's just like if you just doing Just doing my due diligence by giving you a warning.
I have not watched one episode of Stranger Things.
I would watch season 4, episode 9 just for that specific scene. You could watch you don't even need to watch the entire series. Just watch like 30 or 40 minutes into the last episode of season 4. That's all you need to see because it makes the entire series. It was that good.
Apparently I'm in the upside down here, down under. That's actually, that would make a great shirt, Ezekiel. I mean, eventually I'll watch it. There's so many, I'm so far behind on just everything.
Well, plus the thing with Stranger Things and You is it kind of got blasted so heavily with Halloween Horror Nights and all the Halloween
Yeah.
Horror Night White Nights that just beat Stranger Things into the ground. It
Yeah.
kind of spoiled it for me for a while, but this last season has been so good that like I kind of have a renewed faith in it, even though I think next season is the last season because the kids are kind of getting too old for everything and it just doesn't work anymore. But this season I super enjoyed.
Cool. I'll eventually see it. All right, 3 more minutes, and then we're gonna wind down. I like doing things even.
Yeah,
But I
so
have
do
to. I do have to get up pretty soon. I can't wait to see Evil Dead the musical again. Ezekiel had to sit through a couple of Star Wars series with the kids. Can't do much more. Disney is literally just cash cowing the bejesus out of Star Wars. Good for them. Apparently they're doing good with it. But just the whole cash cowing of that. It's like every other day it's like, oh, it's Star Wars, how they made R2D2 the series. Oh, okay, whatever. God Jesus, just let it die.
Well, Disney's, that's a Disney thing. They're like, oh, Star Wars is now a super nerdy thing. Let's go for it. When if you were a Star Wars fan in the 80s or the late 70s, you were legitimately made fun of because of it. Now you're
Yeah.
made fun of it if you don't like it. The world is a weird place.
It's going to firecrackers. Leanne's had to replay the start of the stream. Huh? Oh, Merlin's got a prop builder question. If I use PVC pipe to make an upper body, would cementing it into a 5-gallon bucket work holding it up? Would I still need to support it somehow? I would recommend if you just use PVC, you need a thick-walled PVC.
And
It'd have to be a thick wall. Oh yeah, it's true. How overkill?
Well, it depends on the height, though, really, because the higher you get, the more top-heavy it can become.
Oh, but she's talking about using the 5-gallon bucket to hold it up. Yeah, I agree with Keith. That might be overkill. But if you do it, you really do need to use a thick-walled PVC. Or it shall bend from the wind. Hell, I have no idea how much cement costs these days either.
We got 2 overkills and 1 mega overkill. I still propose that it greatly depends on how tall the thing is going to be. Once you start changing the center of gravity on that thing.
Yeah. Excuse me. Cobwebs nailed it. There you go. 1-inch PVC, Spider Hill 1-inch flanges screwed to wood. Bam, done. $6 a bag for cheap concrete. My God. God, everything's going up.
1040. You got about
1040.
30 seconds.
Okay, that's it. My butt can't take much more sweating. But folks, we're going to wind it down. Let y'all go. Let us go. Thank you so much, as always, for letting us ramble on with you. It's always a blast. Tonight, definitely we went around the world at least 3 or 4 different times. We will see our next show next Thursday. If you have anything you want to talk about, let us know. Yeah, no kidding. Sweaty. It really is. It got really hot again in Florida. I'm not sure what the hell, but let us know. We will start chugging along with the HHC and HHA, and we'll let you know how it goes. If you have any suggestions or comments, let us know. You too, Leanne. Spider Hill. You need to just ask Keith, just to, message him. But everybody, thank you so much. Stay safe. Numbers are going back up again in this crazy world. Keep your family safe, and thank you all for coming. I'm switching it over to James.
Make sure you stay for the end credits. It's we've got to pay homage to our very first sponsor for the Home Horror Convention.
Support the sponsors.
Absolutely support the sponsor. So hopefully Butcher Box will be looking into us very soon. But everybody have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Amazing as always. Let me go ahead and throw the credits up real quick to show off the logo of our first sponsor because it's super impressive. Also, I think I put Vix on here just because I know he was going to and he had issues and I didn't want to let him not have his moment as well. So here's the credit scene. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up now. Audio's getting cut off. Everybody have a good night and we'll see you next Thursday.
Thanks, everybody.